Hey guys, it's me. I just wanted to make another quick video. I really just wanted to show you guys around the Terra Gardens and the open studio. If you guys are ever here and in the area and in Englewood, this is where my food forest is, and we have about 2 to 3 acres total. It is a co-op, and it's a mix of a bunch of different buildings and businesses, Terra Gardens being one of them. This is the juice bar and market. This is where Sue Drummer has her vegan raw juices and local goods and honeys. Back there's the food forest. This is our sign here. Over in this corner we have the gallery and the pottery studio. And this is the main entrance. As we come in here, you'll notice the ground cover is mimosa. That's our favorite pathway ground cover. All throughout here we have different beans and mints and watermelons and frangipanis and katuk and Suriname cherries. There's our community compost bin. Over here we have moringas and a mango tree in the back there by the pottery. There are bananas and curries and blueberries. Pineapples kind of just hiding everywhere throughout everything. Underneath this mango tree, beautiful mango tree. Blueberries in the back, lemongrasses, mints, stevias, curries, these little rum berries, bananas, miracle berries, miracle fruits. This is a jujube. We have sea grapes growing along here. This is one of my favorite areas right now. We have the watermelons and the beans and the strawberries and the perennial peanuts and the bananas and the coconuts and the pineapples and the yucca and the turmeric and the chives and the comfrey. Another beautiful mango tree, different variety. This is eventually going to be a citrus circle. Right now it just had some annual crops in there, some marigolds, things like that. So we're letting it grow during the summer season so that we can cut everything back come the fall and be able to grow this winter, possibly put in some trees. As we come back here, we have allspice and citrus. Barbados cherries here in the corner. There's some more bananas in the back there. Just a quick shot of our water holding tank and our worm bin, if you can see that in the back there. That's where we keep all our worms and millipedes. Here's a little annual garden with some echinaceas, sunflowers, beans, stevias, watermelon. And that's for the residents that live there. And then also this art bar, which anyone is welcome to come and hang out. There's a little grill, cook station, chairs. So yeah, it's for the residents in this building, but also for the open studio when we have events. We do collaborate together. We have persimmon trees, ice cream beans, more moringas. A fairly unhappy grapefruit here, but he's doing all right. We'll either move him or get a new one. A white mulberry tree and a mango tree. Underneath here, we just put in these dwarf avocados, rosemary, more avocados, bananas, key limes, papayas, jackfruit in the back there. We can wander over there in a second. Another lime tree here. We got different berries and flowers, potato mints under there. Another Barbados cherry and a coconut. We have sunchokes and potatoes in the middle here. That goes around. There's more cherries and jackfruits in the back there. As we wander up this way, again, just pineapples tucked in everywhere. We're really establishing the ground covers right now as far as like thyme, oregano, herbs, perennial peanuts, mimosas for the pathways. Here's our beautiful jackfruit. It's got a few jackfruit on it all the way up. It's looking beautiful. First time I've seen the fruits on that. In our spiral garden, I'm letting the weeds really take over to shade the soil, holding the nutrients, because it is packed full of strawberries and watermelons. As we come in here, there's lavenders and rosemaries. This is one of my favorite weeds, is this purslane. Oh my gosh, it's like the most delicious succulent plant you've ever had. And most people see it as a weed, but the whole thing is edible, packed full of omega-3 vitamins. It's delicious. I was also happy to see I put in these perennial walking onions too. And once the soil got shaded with these weeds, they started bolting and taking off. So we're going to have this filled up with perennial onions as well. Let's see. We just trimmed the yucca. There's another banana patch. We have dragon fruit growing up this old pine tree. Also surrounded by Cuban oregano. This whole stretch is our moringa. Surrounded by garlic, chives, and beans and basils and all of our mints. But yeah, this is a nutritionally dense area right here. And once the nasturtium comes up, we're able to make wraps and stuff. And I make little garden wraps that are spicy and delicious. We have our Suriname cherry, one of my favorites, closest thing to like a fruity gummy snack that you can imagine. We have some different loquats throughout here, more ground covers, strawberries, beans. Right now it's the cattle peas and the long beans. And we have a variety of watermelon. I think the crimson red or red crimson are the most heat loving and heat tolerant. Here's our fire pit. We do some bonfires, some moon circles, things like that. We come together for kirtans and whatever people want to do in this area. This is one of our cinnamon trees. We'll be planting a few more of those. This tree here was one of the first ones that was fruiting when I got here, and this is our starfruit tree. We have a white sapote here in the middle. Some Mexican sunflowers underneath. Little yucca, little turmeric. As we wandered through here, this is like the first fun area I got to work on. We have some different ornamentals, milkweeds, butterfly bushes, pollinators. In the pond is hyacinth, or water hyacinth. And I mainly use it just to shade the soil or shade the water and keep it from evaporating, but then I also take it and put it in the compost. It's a great compost starter as it draws the nutrients and stuff out of the water. I can just throw it right in the compost and it just keeps coming back, like spreads really quickly. All around here you'll notice there's sage and peppermints and stevias. I use the sage and peppermint and just rub the leaves directly on my skin, and it's a great mosquito repellent. Same with this lemongrass in the back here. And you can see a little bit of the milkweed. There's some different plums, figs in the front, more lemongrasses, turmeric and ginger throughout. These big guys here are yucca. I'm sorry, chaya. Which is a great like spinach-like leaf, and people steam it and cook it. So we have like greens forever. There's a peanut butter tree in the back here. Another plum, chestnut, almond, tamarind tree, which lost all its leaves. And we wander through the back here. We have different varieties of bamboo. These are our building bamboos. We have some taller green bamboos in the back. And then we have bamboo throughout, just kind of tucked in, and those are the more edible varieties where you can eat the shoots. That tree there is the lang lang. This big, beautiful tree. has awesome, delicious fruits, which are like little gummy snake skins, and that's the Cecropia tree. Right there by our hammocks, that's where I like to chill and sit and read. This is our stage where we host events and have music. People do yoga and drum circles, all sorts of stuff here on the stage. And it's open for anyone who wants to teach classes or host an event. That's why we hold this space. This lychee I was super excited for, and then all the birds and squirrels came and took all of our fruits, so got that pruned and mulched in, but that one's doing really good. These are our Thai bananas. If you can see some of those up in the trees there. It's actually not a tree, it's a herb. So once it's done fruiting, we just cut it right down. I showed you the white sapote. This is our black sapote. Coming around here, more pineapples, gingers, pigeon peas. There's another variety of mango. There's root beer leaf in the back there. We have a little sound garden with different like pots and pans and instruments and things that people can play on. This is our Swiss cheese leaf or Swiss plant. I'm blanking on the name right now, but it does have an edible fruit. Sour sop in the back, doing pretty good in the shade. Jobaticaba is just now getting some fruits on it. Another delicious white mulberry. This is kind of the secret white mulberry. Everyone who comes into the park is welcome to wander around and make themselves at home. It's open to the public, so people can come and munch and stuff during the day. We just ask that nobody harvest their groceries for the day or the week or month, whatever. Just eat what you can and want to snack on while you're here. So it's nice that we have some of these little hidden gems, so I can still get some delicious white mulberries. This is the back of the pottery area. And we'll be working on that more. More of the pigeon peas, planted some more Suriname cherries. Pineapples are coming in, looking beautiful. We really just tuck those things everywhere we can. And then this is the back side where we put in the bananas, the blueberries. There's the edible bamboo, one of them. This is our Meyer lemon tree right there. Here's another edible bamboo. Maybe you saw that when I walked by it last time. But yeah, we got a lot going on here. We're constantly planting more and more and more, and the goal is to mimic a forest. So when we say food forest, right now it's kind of like a food park or like an edible yard. But I like to plant densely. Oh, I walked right by. This is the Terra Gardens nursery. It's looking pretty empty right now, which is a good thing. So we are propagating like crazy under the shade cloth. But yeah, we got different mulberries and loquats and bamboos and doing a lot of yucca, a lot of katuk right now. We got some coffee, another cinnamon tree. We got a lot going on. Lots of ground covers, trying to really get the ground covers and the understories established. You notice we have a lot of trees, but there's still wood chips showing. And anytime there's wood chips or soil showing, I need to cover it. It's our duty as human beings to cover that soil. Otherwise, God or nature is going to do that for us. And it may be things, probably things we don't necessarily want. So I leave the weeds and everything just to shade and hold the soil, or hold the nutrients within the soil, hold the moisture in the soil. Yeah, we got some more mulberries, more pineapples, more of that Swiss plant. There's tons of Mexican sunflowers tucked in here. Over here, this is our shed and our equipment. And this is kind of where we just keep everything else. We have different like wood piles and mulch piles. Local tree companies come and dump that mulch for us. There's our larger compost pile, anything that we don't put in like the worm bins and stuff, anything larger from other properties where we're not sure what it is. We tuck in the piles back here to eventually break down into soil for use. And we're actually kind of looking for someone to maintain this back area because it was mostly annuals with some perennials mixed in. But it's not something I generally take care of very well, as you can tell. But there is katuk and moringas and bananas and Mexican sunflowers. We're growing crazy back here. And I'd really love to even fence this area in, get some animals, and just make it a wild food forest. If no one wants to take care of it, then I'm going to let nature and animals take care of it for us. It comes all the way back here to the corner to this road, where we have our strawberry trees and our cacti. All the way back here by the road, more Mexican sunflowers. And then we're expanding into this yard as well. Evelyn just acquired that, and we would really like to do, yeah, more of a pond and food forest in the back there and get some bees. So yeah, I mean, that's really the quick tour of TOS. There's going to be a lot more going in. We're doing volunteer things on Saturdays. If you want to come and help out and ask questions, learn some stuff, get some free plants, get some seeds. We'll be out here on Saturdays, so check us out on the Terra Gardens Facebook page and or website, or check out the Open Studio is what the co-op is called. So come check us out. We're here in Englewood. And yeah, get at me. Keep growing for good. Much love. We'll talk to you soon.